I'm going to show you how you can create an account for ZohoBooks. ZohoBooks is an accounting software that you can use to do your bookkeeping and to track your finances for your business. The first thing you're going to do is to search for ZohoBooks. You can also go over to the App Store or Play Store and download it on your phone. And then when it comes up, you're going to click on the link to open up Zoho, right? So powerful accounting software for your business. You're going to click on that so that we can go ahead and create an account. I'm going to show you how to set up your account, how to sign up for it, and many other things, because ZohoBooks is a very, very useful and powerful software, and it has a free plan. So let's wait for the page to open completely. Perfect. So they're asking you here to try ZohoBooks for free, and you're going to go ahead and do that. So you're going to fill in your company name, email address, phone number, you put a password, your location, and so on. And then, so let me do that quickly and we'll be ready to go. Once you're done filling out the details, you'd agree to their terms of service, and then you can click on start your 14-day free trial. Or you can actually go ahead and sign in using your Google account. So I'm going to start my 14-day free trial. So they say, while we set up your account, please remember to verify your account by clicking on the link we sent to your registered email address. So ensure the email you put is correct, because they are going to send you a verification link and you need to click on that link to verify the address. So let's wait for them to set up our Zoho account, and I will walk you through the next things you need to do. Okay. Please wait while we make everything perfect for you. We are waiting. All right. So the next thing is to set up your organization profile. So you put your organization name again. You choose your industry. So let's say you sell food. You're going to put that there. Your location and your state, you can put that. I'm just putting anything just so we can go with the next step. And then you set your currency, which is very important, right? Your time zone as well. And yes, they said you can update some of these preferences from settings anytime. And the language you select here will be the default, even if you change later. So ensure that you choose the right language as well. And then you click on Get Started. Yeah, once again, making everything perfect for us. And our dashboard has been created. So you can choose for them to show you around, but I'm already used to their software. So I'm going to click on No Thanks. I'll explore it. And this is where they're going to bring you to. If you click on dashboard over here, it's going to take you to your dashboard, where it shows things like total receivables, which is your current and overdue amount that you're yet to receive from customers. So when you issue an invoice and it is not yet paid, it's going to show here, the amount is going to show here. Total payables is how much you owe to your suppliers and so on. And then it also shows you your cash flow, right? So how much cash you have left, how cash is moving, incoming, outgoing, and so on. Very important. And then if I scroll down, it would also show you your income and your expenses. And it will show you for each month how much income has come in and how much you spent in expenses. It shows this on an accrual basis and on a cash basis. Accrual is every single income, even the one you've not received cash for, so it includes things like invoices that have not been paid, but you have issued. But cash focuses on only money that has entered your bank account, money that you have received, right? And it will also show you your top expenses. We are going to see all these as we start adding in random data for our business, rather. And then you also have projects. So if you have any projects you're working on, it will show up here. Although this feature is available for pro users, it's not really available on the free plan. And then it shows you your bank accounts, your credit cards, and so on. And then it shows your account watch list. So you can choose to select certain accounts that will show up here. So for example, if you want to put your business account here, so you can always see at a glance how much is in there and so on, you can do that. You can put that here. If you want to create or track sales of a specific product or service or offer, you would create that and add it to your account watch list. I'll show you how to do that in a future video and all that. So this is basically what your dashboard looks like. You can download the mobile app and have it on your Apple device or your Android device. And then we have the side menu here. So under items, if you click on it, this is where you can create your products, create your services, add prices to them, and then you can add them to your invoices when you're creating them. The next thing is banking. Banking is where you create bank accounts, and all your different bank accounts. So if you have accounts with different banks, you can create them here and start tracking what happens in them. So you can connect a bank or credit card, but that doesn't really work for me. So I always add them manually. And then we go over to sales. Under sales, you have different categories. So you have customers, because you can create customer profiles for each customer that you serve, right? So you can go ahead and do that. You also have quotes, which you issue to give customers an estimate and all that of a service you want to offer. And then you have invoices, which is where you create an invoice for a service and you send it to a client for them to pay. You also have sales receipts, right? Where you create sales receipts and send them to customers as proof of payment you've received from them. You have payments received. So when a customer makes a payment, you record it under payment received. You also have recurring invoices. And there's a difference between normal invoices and recurring invoices. So a normal invoice, you create it and send it one time, just for a one-time job or one-off project. But with a recurring invoice, you set it to create and send at a specified frequency. So let's say I'm a social media manager and I have a social media management client that pays every first of the month. I would create a recurring invoice for every first of the month. So automatically on the first of each month, that invoice will be created and I can choose to have it sent automatically to the client as well. And then you have credit notes. Now, your credit notes are what you use to issue refunds for the most part. So you would create a new credit note and then you would refund it. I will show you how to do that in a separate video. And then the next major menu item here is purchases. Your purchases is where you have your vendors. So who are the people you buy from? You can create profiles for them and use it when you're creating or recording expenses. Speaking of expenses, the next one is just that. So this is where you record any expenses that you have and that you make for your business. Very important. And then we also have recurring expenses, which are expenses that happen at a specific at a specified frequency. So let's say every month you pay for rent, you can set that expense to just be deducted automatically to show that you have made that expense. And then you have bills, you have payments made, payments you've made to suppliers and so on. You have recurring bills, you have vendor credits. These are not really a lot of features that you might use frequently, especially if you're just a small business owner. And then you have time tracking, but note that this feature is only available to pro profiles. Remember that we are on a 14-day trial. When the trial expires, we would be taken to the free profile, right? Or to the free plan, right? And some of these features would not be available. But I want to talk about two more things, which is accountant and reports. So the accountant is where you're able to do so many things. You see your manual journals, you can bulk update things. This is also a pro feature. Currency adjustments is a pro feature as well. And then you have chart of accounts. So your chart of accounts is where you can create new accounts. So if you have an expense that is unique to your business, maybe I'm trying to think of an expense. Okay, so maybe you run a salon and you purchase attachments, hair extensions to use for your customers. You can come here and create an expense category, right? Which you would name hair extensions or hair attachments so that you can track how much money you're spending on hair extensions, right? So you do that on that chart of accounts. I'll show you how to do that. And then finally, we have reports. Now, reports is where you can come and you can view how your business is performing. There are all types of reports, but the ones I want to focus on, most importantly, the profit and loss statement. It shows you how much income has come in, how much you've spent in expenses, and then your profit or loss for the period. So you can look at this for a day, for a week, for a month, for a custom period, for a year, and so on. And then same thing with your cash flow statement, your balance sheet, and so on. So I'm going to show you how to review your profit and loss in a separate video. So that's basically it. If you want to go back to your dashboard, you click on Home, and it will take you right back to your dashboard. So this is how you can create an account with ZohoBooks. Don't forget to go over to your email, click on the link, and verify your account. And I will see you in the next video.